Hey everybody, Wandering Kid here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Subnautica. We're currently sitting out at my base, which still needs a name. I needed to give it some kind of name, and I really haven't given it one yet, so we're at the base. I'm enjoying my day and watching the local gasopods make a mess of things and having my cup of coffee. Today's mission: let's go look for lithium. So, we do have some more radio messages. We haven't checked on them in a while. And I haven't actually finished... finished out LifePod 19 over by Keene. We've been so involved with the Northeast Mushroom Forest that I haven't bothered. However, I still want to continue on to that plan, even though there's more to do. Oops, missed my turn. So over here in the Seamoth Bay, we'll come downstairs, grab the Buzzy Bee. Now keep in mind, I did find the blueprint to be able to make a Cyclops. I also have the materials it would take to make one, but I don't want to do this quite yet. Let's go finish up what we're doing at the Busy Bee and over at, what's it? Over at the Northeast Mushroom Forest. And as you can see, we found plenty of lithium while we were gone. That seems as good a parking spot as any. Alright, let's see what we can find. So one of the things, as I mentioned, we can start finding lithium. You can look for lithium up along the trees, but they're harder to locate than they look at... Oh my god, there's an ampeel in here. What the heck is he doing over here? Wow, he's cranky. Well, anyway, we'll just let him be without eating us, and we'll just wander through here and grab some lithium. So there's some lithium underneath us over there that we can't quite see. I'm not quite sure where that's at offhand. But I believe it's going to be like the uranite. It's going to be somewhere nearby, but we can't quite figure out how to get to it yet. Can't seem to find this one. Seems to be jammed into the mushroom. Oh, almost. Come on. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that one. It does not want to be grabbed. Now, usually the ampeels aren't quite so feisty, but apparently there's one or two around here that are just trying to chew on me. Well, you kind of get the idea here, guys. I'm about 2/3 of a load of lithium done. I gotta get some O2. But we're gonna load up all the lithium we can get our hands on and then head back. So I will bring you back in a little while. Hey guys, so I've got a pretty good load of lithium that I'm going to go drag back to the base. And we're going to go do a couple of new pieces of equipment while we're there. One of which is going to be a larger capacity air tank. I did eventually build out the high capacity O2 tank versus the lightweight. It wasn't worth doing. I just didn't find enough speed returned from it. Part of that is because there is a maximum speed of 7.2, it's capped. So, I will bring you guys back right after I load this off, and we'll go from there. Oh, welcome home. It's always nice to be at the base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. We'll get that charged up. We'll head upstairs. Supplies are this way. We'll wander in. Okay, I got one piece of gold, so we'll just drop that off over there. And lithium. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Okay, now we got plenty to go make some plasteel ingots and whatnot off of. However, first things first. I'm going to come over here, I want to take a look at the modification station. Over here at air tank upgrades. With a high capacity O2 tank and 4 lithium, I can get myself a much stronger, much larger air supply. 2, 3, 4. We'll get that taken care of. Ultra high capacity tank. So we got 135. Slap this puppy on. Look at how big this thing is. Out of curiosity, it's 3 by 3, and then we get up to 225 air. So I'll store this guy, my old lightweight high capacity. Just get that out of the way, and that'll get me some more what do you call it? English, my friend, today. More inventory space. And if for some reason I ever decide I need one, I will come back and make a second one. Now, the Seamoth upgrade for the Mark II is a plasteel ingot, some magnetite, and some enameled glass. That's probably worth looking at. We have not built the Cyclops yet, nor have I made the repulsion cannon yet. Well, that's a whole other story. I find it useful, but not useful enough quite yet. I'm trying to decide what we want to build next now that I got enough lithium. Alright, survival knife is good. Air tank is good. Let's just work down the list, shall we? So the repulsion cannon grabs a propulsion cannon, a computer chip, and some magnetite. Okay, let's deal with that. Okay, so the upgrade from the propulsion cannon is a repulsion cannon. The repulsion cannon has taken over the position of the repulsion. We slap that over weaponry. Check this out. Now, there's no kind of suction anymore. We come out here. We can kind of shoot these guys way the heck over there. But there's no suction for them. There's no way to grab what they sent us. We can just send them flying backwards. That's the repulsion cannon. If you build the repulsion cannon, I recommend rebuilding a backup repulsion cannon. I'm sorry, this is the repulsion cannon. Build a backup propulsion cannon, so if you need to go fishing or randomly picking up materials or stuff like that, it's a lot easier to go do. Which in your fabricator should be in here. Wiring kit, titanium, and a battery. So I'm going to load that up. I don't typically use the propulsion cannon much, or is this the repulsion? The repulsion cannon much. I use the propulsion cannon a lot more often, mostly for fishing and things like that. So I'm going to go snag this up. So as you can see, I've used up a couple of batteries as I've been building stuff out. How did I not pick my flashlight back up? That's kind of a silly choice. I did want to grab a couple of more beacons to put back onto busy bee, so we're going to drop them off. And now, next up, this way. Oh, that's right. Supplies this way. We're not going to go up to Cyclops upgrades. The Seamoth upgrade is something we're going to be interested in. So we're going to go with that one next. So we're going to need a plasteel ingot, some magnetite. I'm actually starting to run out of magnetite and some enameled glass. So, head over to your Seamoth. Grab the access your upgrades. Grab your Mark 1. We're back down to 200 crush depth. We were at 3. Come up here. Get our Mark 2. Now, if we want to really show off, we can go after the Mark 3. That would be another plasteel and some ruby. But for now, we're just going to play with the Mark 2. We don't need that much material yet. We'll plug in our Mark 2. Boop. And we are now crush depth at 500 meters. Rock on. Last one brings us down to 700, but we shouldn't need to be down at 700 for a while. So if we come back down here to the Busy Bee, there's a couple of different things we can build. We could build out a torpedo system, not really worth doing. I don't find torpedoes really to be that valuable. If you're going to do them, you really want to go for the vortex torpedoes. That's magnetite. We don't really have enough of that kicking loose. We're going to have to go digging for some magnetite at some point, again, but not yet. We've got our sonar system kicking around. The perimeter system we can't do. We could do some solar charging, but we're not going to touch that one. It's just not worth it on a Seamoth to me. And so over here, if we wanted to change anything out, it would probably be to build another storage module. However, looking at our options, I do like the whole reinforcement. It kind of keeps things from banging on us too badly, and it doesn't make me repair quite as often. And the sonar system, well, I want to play with that a little more and see if I can't truly understand exactly how it works. So I think we're going to sit on these. I'm going to go put some of this gear away. So after putting our gear away, pulling back into the area, as you can tell, there's still plenty of lithium for us to go get if we wanted to go do that. I don't think we're going to need to. The next thing there's a couple of things down here I still want to go poke around and look for. I do want to see if we can find that cave system. I think it'll be interesting to go poke at. So I think that'll be next on our agenda. Alright, so let's pop off lithium. We'll get that to clear. And I want to see how many creature eggs we can get this thing to pop up while I'm missing. How are we doing for power? We're doing 500 to 500. We are almost out of fungal samples. I think that's going to be step 1, is to go grab us some fungal samples. So we've had a nice quick swim. We've charged up our local bioreactor. Now let's see if we can't go find that cave that was building up lithium and uranium out here. If I'm right, it should be out this way. I probably should have grabbed some food and water before I left, but I didn't, so it's just going to be what it is. We'll get our sonar active. We'll wander down this way, and we'll see if we can't find a way in. Now, I know there's a cave system kind of in this area. Let's go take a poke at it. Now, the caves here, you definitely want to bring your Seamoth for because they're really tough to navigate, and if you get lost, you end up dead. I don't think this one goes much further. We follow this along. Yeah, okay, so this is just a little cove. Let's see what we can find. And I think, guys, it's going to take me a little bit to go try and locate where this is at. This is being quite curious, and it's going to take me a little time just digging around and seeing what I can see. But if you'll notice, I'm down here and I'm about 192, and I'm finding creature eggs underneath me here. And I'm finding some obviously right on top. Like this guy here. He's bone shark. But there is a way down somewhere. This is more bone shark? What is this? Yep, that's bone shark. So here, if you come in, you can see that's a bone shark. I'm going to be picking these guys up as we go because I want to start clearing some of these out because I'm actually looking for a different type of fish. And he's out here somewhere. And the best way to find him should be to clean out all of the trash around it because I don't remember exactly where he is. But I also don't want to make you guys wait and watch while I try and figure that part out. So, we're going to I'm going to bring you guys back once I get to some interesting point here.
Online.
Alrighty, I found what I was looking for. So, from our base, we're going to head back out towards my little mushroom base. So, hold that thought. I want to give you the full run. Alrighty, so here's our point of reference. We have the alien vent down here. I did find this before with you guys. I just didn't see it. So we're going to head down through here. Then hang a left. And we're going to go find this little cave system that I looked at twice. It's right over here. We're going to wander in. Hopefully don't get eaten by an ampeel on the way. Oops. Or bang off too many things. Now, I'm starting to like this sonar system. Look at that. We got a cave down there. And it goes up. And then from here, things get interesting. So, I recommend you bring some food and water if you come down this way, and a spare battery pack. As you can see, we've got a lot going on down here. This little double cave over here is a dead end. You can pop out and go check it out. We're looking to head down. Down that way. We can cut through. This is another dead end. Keep going down. Down here. There it goes. This big tunnel over here. Let me come down. Look at that. You notice I got a creature gun scanner? This is a guy you haven't seen before. We're not going to be able to do much with this yet. I do not have what we need. But this little adorable guy is a cuddlefish. And we're going to make sure we take him with us. Come here. Oops. Saving game. Alright. Now from there, where can we go? So there's some shade and stuff like that down here. And this was the big thing I wanted to make sure I came down and found. Now you'll notice you're basically on a big tray. Take a look around. And we came in, if we look for the hole, it's basically to our northeast from here, so we came in from the southwest general plan. And there's a couple of different holes out here. If we take a look, and I flip on signals, and I turn on 12, which will give you a point of reference. There is life pod 12. It is to our east. This will also bring us towards the bulb zone. If we take that, there's not a lot we can do from here directly, right? Over here, to our southeast-ish, there's a cave system. That can be a little tough to navigate. This is why I say be careful. You can jam your sea moth up in here. You can also unjam your sea moth. We come down here, we've got some shale. Shale chunks. Like so. And you'll find some bits and pieces in there. Whoops. Oh, that was the right one. Come here. So, some lithium, things like that. But getting around some of these corners can be really tough. You'll see that there's not a lot of room to work with. So when you come in here like this... Alright, so this is the way I came in, over there. The first thing you want to do, if you're trying to jam your sea moth through a location, is come on in and see if it's worth coming into. Make sure you don't dead end. And that there's places to go. So like down here, we've got some thermal vents and stuff like that down that way. And we've got some rubies and stuff, so this is probably a good place to go check out. We can go collect up some more goods. Now, keep in mind, you want to keep your sea moth accessible for where you got to go. We come over this way. We're kind of in a dead end, so this is probably a good place to clean out. Got some gold, get some lithium. I think there's something else down in here besides the ruby. Let's see what we got. That's lithium. Forget what the third item on shale is. I'm pretty sure it drops 3 different things. But anyway, you can come through here and poke around. But the trick is can you get through this little hole? And that's what we're going to go talk about for a second here. How's my food and water doing? Food and water's doing not so great. I'm going to head over here. Something else to keep in mind, if you're going to start doing cave diving, make sure you bring food and water, bring cured peepers or something of that nature. And the reason for this is you do not want to come down here and not have food. Alright, so let's head back into the sea moth. Getting through this tunnel can be an interesting aggravation. Because what happens is the sea moth is most likely going to get stuck in here. So, let's see if we can figure out. I think there's a different path to get in here, but I don't know where it is. And the only way to find it is, for me, would be going backwards. So we're going to try and squeak in here. This may take a few tries, guys. So what's happening here? The bee is running into its engine on the back, and its horseshoe basically on the front. The trick is kind of to jam in the horseshoe, then jam in the back. There we go. So I just kind of ended up doing a left-handed turn there, so that worked out. A little twisty, but it worked. Now I gotta manage to get through the rest of this. So here's part 2 of this adventure. Can you finish the turn? Or am I jammed in my sea moth forever? Come on. Get... Oh boy. Come on. Come on. Just kind of wiggle it in. Haha, we got it. Alrighty. And now I can go ruby farming. Go me. Alright, so let's head down here. We're down at a deep thermal vent. Now remember, our reference point is life pod 12. It's over there. About 350 meters off. Yep, 354. I'm gonna snag up some rubies since we're in here anyway. I'm gonna come up here towards where this is. Now, I don't think there's anywhere else to go down here. Let me just double check it. Pretty sure that was my dead end over here. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get a sea moth in there. Let's pop out. Pretty sure this is my little dead end loop. That comes in over here. Don't see any downs or ups. I've got that. That's for a prawn. That's a whole other story. We don't have that one yet. What's down here? We have a... Okay, this is the cave system that I kind of squeezed in through. Alright. And that's where my vent is. Okay. And there's no ups that I can see either. So I'm pretty much, what's up there? Okay. Alright, so let's go snag some rubies and stuff, and go grab local gear. But check this out. Found the uraninite crystal that I was looking for before. So with that, we can start thinking about making nuclear reactors. We need the equipment for it, but that's down the road. There's some diamond. This is kind of new territory for me.
Welcome aboard,
And being new territory, I think this explanation deserves a new episode. So, found my cuttlefish egg. We found our way into the caves underneath the northeastern mushroom forest. And we're going to go explore there. But for now, as always, thanks for watching. Please leave a like or a comment if you're enjoying the series. And I'll see you next time.